What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about Palantir Technologies, and I've got a great update for you guys in this video. We have a new partnership that we're going to go more in depth in this video. We talked about it briefly in my previous Palantir video, but we're going to take a more of a deep dive into exactly what this partnership is and how it's going to benefit Palantir in the long run. We also have a pretty interesting article that I have not seen anybody talk about, and it has to do with Palantir, the IRS, and actually Bitcoin. So make sure you guys stick around so you can see what that is all about. We're also going to be going over the potential gamma squeeze that Palantir has coming up on Friday. So we're going to go over how that could play out and what needs to happen with Palantir's share price in order for this to happen. So before we get into all of that information, if you guys would like to earn 2 free stocks with Webull, valued up to $1,850, make sure you guys check out that link down below in my description. All you have to do is sign up for an account, deposit over $100, and you get those 2 free stocks. Now, Webull's also the brokerage that you guys see on screen in all of my videos. I absolutely love it, and this is also a great way for you guys to help out and support the channel for free if you guys would like to, because when you get 2 free stocks, I get 1 free stock as well. And if you enjoyed the information and analysis that I provide for you in these videos, make sure you go down and hit that like button. It costs you nothing to do it, but it really helps me out a whole lot in getting this information out to as many people as possible. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video, so you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a couple of new ones, and see exactly which options I am trading and which strategies I am using to trade them. So we saw on the day before demo day a very significant increase in share price. We were all very excited for what was going to come out on demo day, and once the event actually happened, we are seeing a significant sell-off from the highs in the $25, $26 range. Now, I have a little bit of a theory on what is actually going on with these demo days. A lot of you guys, if you had watched the demo day, it's extremely technical. If you do not have a background in advanced data analytics, it's really hard to understand exactly what they're talking about and why their technology is so great. For these reasons, I don't think that these demo days are for the retail investor at all. What I think that they're actually for is getting their technology out to a broader audience, so they can then gain more contracts from customers. If you think about it, they're showing how amazing their technology is, what its capabilities are, and how there's nobody else on the market that can possibly do what it does. So it's mainly for them to get more contracts in the long term. What also solidifies this theory in my mind is that Alex Karp has come out and said multiple times that they are not looking to create short-term shareholder value. They are looking to create a long-term, extremely valuable company that is providing a lot of value to society. So if that's the case, there's no reason for them to come out with these demo days in order to pump the stock. That's kind of why I think that they're more for all of these other companies to come in and see exactly what the capabilities in a very succinct presentation are in order for them to want to actually engage Palantir and actually offer them a contract. Now, I want to briefly touch on this gamma squeeze situation that is still possible, but not really probable going into tomorrow. So when we come over to the option chain, there's going to be a couple of key things that need to happen in order for a gamma squeeze to happen. One, there needs to be a really high amount of open interest in volume on an expiration date that is really close. So we are seeing that this option chain right here, all of these contracts are going to expire tomorrow. And when we come over here, we can see that the volume is a lot less than what we saw previously. Yesterday, the volume on this $25 strike was about 120,000. That's absolutely insane. So what happens in a gamma squeeze is that you have to think about how options are actually traded. When you buy them, you are buying them from somebody. Usually you are buying them from some sort of institution. So those institutions are essentially selling you naked calls. So when these institutions sell these positions, they don't want to have a lot of exposure on the stock price. So if the stock starts to run up, or it looks like Palantir is going to run up past some of these strikes that have an extremely high open interest, and again, the open interest is the amount of contracts that are being held in people's brokerage accounts at the current time, because the main definition is essentially the amount of contracts that are out in the market that have not been exercised or closed. These institutions institutions have to go out and buy enough shares to cover all of these contracts on the open market. So they are essentially creating a covered call position. Now, if tomorrow or throughout the rest of this day, we see Palantir significantly reverse and Palantir is able to close above $25 on Friday, all of these institutions will have to buy a significant amount of shares to deliver on their obligation in this options contract. But it is not looking very likely right now. 2 days ago, this gamma squeeze was looking extremely likely, and it could have already happened on that Tuesday when we did see Palantir significantly run up and these institutions did need to cover their positions. But right now, Palantir is significantly decreasing. We are seeing another down 2.5% day today, and I think we are going to be pinned in this range for a while. But if you have a lot of conviction in Palantir as a company going forward, now nothing I say in these videos is financial advice. These are for educational and entertainment purposes only. But again, if you have a lot of conviction in Palantir going forward, these are just great buying opportunities because we've seen what Palantir can do in terms of its share price. It can run up 20% in a day. So these low levels in the low $20 range are great buying opportunities in my opinion. Now we have two very important pieces of news that we also need to talk about with Palantir. So yesterday we received this news article. So clarify to deliver AI and ML, so that's artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithms on Palantir's data management platform for U.S. Army's ground station modernization. So if you guys didn't know, Palantir has already had a contract with this Titan program, and it's essentially going to be worth potentially $240 to $250 million over the next couple of years. So Clarify, a leading AI lifecycle platform provider for managing unstructured image, video, and text data, announced today that it has partnered with Palantir to deliver its artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithms on Palantir's data management platform. Now, this is very important because Palantir uses AI in its platform, but if they see that Clarify can offer them a better AI platform in order to for the Titan program and the different decision makers to be able to make better data-driven decisions, and they're absolutely going to do this. The effort is part of the first phase of the U.S. Army's ground station modernization in support of its Tactical Intelligence Targeting Access Node Titan program. So when we come down further, we can see that Palantir was awarded a Phase 1 project agreement through an Other Transaction Agreement, OTA, with Consortium Management Group on behalf of Consortium for Command, Control, and Communications in Cyberspace. During the first phase of the initiative, Clarify is supporting Palantir by providing object detection models to facilitate the design of a ground station prototype solution. So by providing our computer vision AI solution to Palantir, Clarify is helping the Army leverage spatial, high-altitude, aerial, and terrestrial data sources for use in intelligence and military operations. The partnership will offer a turnkey solution that integrates data from various sources, including commercial and classified sources from space to ground sensors. Now, we have seen that Palantir does have impact level 5 access right now, and they're looking at getting impact level 6. So they do have access to a lot of these classified data sources. In order to target with great precision, we need to be able to see with great precision, and that's the objective of the program. The Titan program unifies ground stations to connect intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance sensors from all domains to accelerate communication and decision making. So this is a very big deal. Palantir has received a lot of government contracts in the past, and they continuously receive more. Now, what's very important to note is that a lot of naysayers for Palantir saw that they were receiving a lot of contracts that had to do with helping out with the pandemic. So it's very good to see that they are not only getting contracts that are going to help with the pandemic from these different governments, but also for other reasons as well, as seen in this Titan program. Now, let's get into this Palantir and Bitcoin situation. So we can see that last week, Palantir chairman Peter Thiel claimed that he is a Bitcoin maximalist while simultaneously warning about the threat that Bitcoin poses to the dollar's position as a reserve currency. While there is no publicly disclosed link between the program and Palantir, the IRS is scanning Bitcoin transactions under Operation Hidden Treasure, and the IRS uses Palantir to find tax evasion. Palantir's data governance technology could provide a privacy-balanced compliance solution to Bitcoin in a more stringent regulatory environment. This would cement Bitcoin as an open-source alternative to the digital yuan. Now, that is a very good sign. So earlier this year, we discussed how and why Bitcoin could become a new reserve asset in an article that opened with a quote from Palantir chairman and venture capitalist Peter Thiel. Just a few months later, it now seems Bitcoin is in the process of becoming a reserve asset, with several major companies adding Bitcoin to their treasuries. And there's a list right here of these. But more recently, we gave a lengthy synopsis on the power, history, and mission of Palantir. Last week, Palantir's chairman discussed his most recent thoughts on Bitcoin at a virtual event hosted by the Nixon Foundation. He was joined by former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and former National Security Advisor Robert O'Brien. So there's a lot of different arguments right here. They're really talking about the United States dollar as the global reserve currency and how China using Bitcoin and their digital yuan could pose a threat. But when we come down here a little bit more, there's this operation in this program called the Hidden Treasure. In March, an executive director at the IRS disclosed a program known as Operation Hidden Treasure while speaking at a tax conference. The program is headed by an emerging threats mitigation team inside of the IRS's Fraud Enforcement Office. So this was a quote from this event. "These transactions are not anonymous. We see you." So now when we come down over to the conclusion, it's a little bit further down. We can see that a data analysis platform that protects general anonymity while simultaneously being capable of identifying illegal activity is precisely the compliance solution that Bitcoin needs in order to thrive. Now, that is a very opinionated statement right there. It would enable Bitcoin to retain its open source independence, as the IRS cannot modify the blockchain to debit someone's Bitcoin wallet. It must pursue remedies using the U.S. legal system. So it's very interesting to note that Palantir already has a relationship with the IRS. The IRS has a program that is looking to figure out how to find illegal activity in Bitcoin, and Peter Thiel is coming out and basically supporting this. So we've seen Palantir over a couple of different events, specifically the raid on Osama bin Laden, really not come out and give their full involvement. So I think it is possible here that the IRS and the U.S. government could be not only using Palantir right now, but could use Palantir in the future for some sort of Bitcoin data analytics help. So that is going to conclude this update on Palantir. If you guys enjoyed the information and analysis that I provided for you in this video, make sure you go down and hit that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video, so you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a couple of new ones, and see exactly which options I am trading and which strategies I am using to trade them. So I hope you guys are having a very profitable day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.